So, are home prices going up or down? The short answer, it depends. If you want to understand what numbers you need to pay attention to so you know exactly what the market is doing, stay until the end of this video. I promise it will be of great help to you. Hi there. If we haven't met yet, my name is Vicky Bryant, your South Metro Atlanta real estate advisor. I'm on a mission to help people relocate to this beautiful area. And if you're having any thoughts about calling the South Metro Atlanta area your home, I would love to be of assistance. So, the media coverage about what is happening with the home prices can be very frustrating and confusing to you as a consumer. I get it. In large part of that is due to the type of data being used and what the media is choosing to draw attention to. For home prices, we as real estate professionals use two different methods to compare home prices over different time periods. We use the year over year and the month over month. So bear with me here. I'll try to explain it very clearly. The year-over-year comparison is going to show us how much home prices have changed over the course of a year by comparing a specific time frame from this year with the same exact time frame from the previous year. For example, if we are comparing year-over-year home prices for April, say, of 2023, we will compare them to the home prices for April of 2022. So those year-over-year comparisons focus on the changes over a longer period of time and typically provide a more comprehensive view of the long-term trends in the real estate market. They are usually useful when you're trying to assess the annual growth of your investment, your house, and when you're trying to determine if the market is generally appreciating or depreciating. I really hope this makes sense. If not, drop your questions in the comments below. The second type of comparison, month over month, is showing us how much home prices have changed from one month to the next. For instance, if you are comparing month over month home prices for April of 2023, you'll compare them to the prices from the previous month, March of 2023. So the month over month comparison shows us the change in the home prices within a single month, so a shorter time frame. And that is giving us a more immediate snapshot of the short-term movements and fluctuations in the real estate market. Month-over-month numbers are often used to track the immediate shifts in things like supply and demand, or the available homes for sale and the available buyers to purchase them. Things like seasonal trends, like the summertime is the prime time to buy a house. Everybody knows that. The kids are out of school and it's easy to move, and it's the busiest time for real estate. We also track the impact of specific events in the general economy that are affecting the housing market. Things like the Fed's interest rate hikes or the looming talks about recession in the economy. Okay, I hope I didn't lose you yet. Stay with me here. I know this information is a little dry, but it's very important for you to understand it so that you're not so heavily influenced by media clickbait. So the key difference between year-over-year and month-over-month comparisons lies in the time frame we're looking at. Both approaches have their own merits and they serve different purposes. So why is this distinction so important right now? Well, because we're about to enter a few months when home prices could possibly be lower than they were in the same time frame last year. You see, April, May, and June of 2022 were three of the best months for home prices in the history of the American housing market. Those same months this year might not measure up. That basically means that year-over-year comparison will probably show that home values are depreciating. So if you look at the graph on your screen, the numbers for April seem to suggest that this is exactly what we will see in the month ahead. And as you can see, the sales price nationally in April of last year was at $401,700. In this year, it is down $393,300. Now, I'm seriously expecting to see the May and June numbers to follow the same trend and be lower than the last year as well. And that will generate some troubling headlines that will say that home values are falling and the market is crashing. And honestly, that will be accurate on a year-over-year basis. And those headlines will lead many consumers, such as yourself, to believe that home values are currently cascading downward. However, if we take a closer look at the month-over-month home prices, we can see that prices have actually been appreciating for the last several months. Take a look at the graph on your screen, the month over month home price movements for the last 16 months from CoreLogic. Those numbers more accurately reflect what's truly happening with home values. After several months of slight depreciation, in red on your screen, which happened in the middle and the end of last year, it appears that we have hit the bottom and we're bouncing back in the beginning of this year. So why does this matter to you? Well, if you're hearing negative headlines about home prices, just remember that they may not be painting the full picture here. For the next few months, we will be comparing prices to the last year's record peak, and that may make the year over year comparison feel a lot more negative than what it actually is. But if we look at the most immediate month over month trends, we can see clearly that home prices are actually on the way back up. So there's clearly an advantage to buying a home right now. You will buy at a discount from last year's price and before prices start to pick up even more momentum, especially if interest rates normalize for the rest of the year. This is called buying at the bottom, and that's a good thing, especially if you're a home buyer right now. So if you have any questions about what's happening with home prices in your area of interest, or if you're ready to buy before prices climb higher, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call, text, or email me. All of my contact info is in the description box below, and I'll be happy to help you navigate this crazy market.